Everyone, today we are going to start with chapter 5 from the book Footprints Without Feet, and the title of the chapter also is Footprints Without Feet. Because this year, chapter 3 and chapter 4 from this book, they have been deleted from our syllabus, so that is why skipping those two chapters, now we are heading towards this chapter 5, the title of which I have already told you. It is Footprints Without Feet. So, just as you can see in the picture, there are certain footprints, but no one is visible here. But we can always have an answer that the person might have gone away, leaving the footprints behind. But just imagine someday it happens that some footprints appear in front of us and we see the things going up in the air and the things being scattered here and there, and we find nobody. What would we react? How would we react? So, similar kind of question pops up in our heads when we read this chapter, and it is a very interesting one. Let us read about the author first. This story, actually, it is a novel written by H.G. Wells, Herbert George Wells. The name of the novel is The Invisible Man, and here, from that Invisible Man novel, we have been given an excerpt as a story to read. The title of the story has been given to us as Footprints Without Feet. So, H.G. Wells was born in September 1866, and he died on 13th August 1946. He was an English writer. He was prolific in many genres, writing dozens of novels. I told you this one is also a very famous novel. You might have heard the name of the novel also, The Invisible Man. He wrote many short stories and works of social commentary, satire, biography, and autobiography, and even two books on recreational war games. He is now best remembered for his science fiction novels and is often called the father of science fiction, along with Jules Verne and Hugo Gernsback. So let us have an introduction to the chapter. What is it about? When you will look into your books, and the very first line you will find is this: Can a man become invisible? This is a story of a scientist who discovers how to make himself invisible. Does he use or misuse his discovery? So, this story is about a scientist whose name was Griffin. He discovers a rare chemical which can make a man invisible, but at the same time, the man can be touched and felt physically. Let's read and find out how he uses or misuses his powers for his own. Science and technology, they have brought many wonders into the life of human. They have given us a huge technological advancement, but at the same time, if technology and science they are misused, and if they are in wrong hands, they can prove to be a bane for everyone. So with the same message, we are going to read this chapter. See this, though it is a caricature which shows two people or two boys, you can say, some marks left behind and a figure. So this gives us an idea what we are going to read now. Summary, let us get acquainted with the summary. Griffin, an eccentric scientist, discovered a rare drug. Eccentric means the one who is very whimsical, the one who does not listen to anyone, who has his own notions. A very strange kind of weird behaving person is eccentric. This could make a naked man invisible. So, the condition for becoming invisible after consuming that drug was that one would have to remove all the clothes. If clothes would be on the body, the person would be visible again. This man, Griffin, the scientist, he wasn't liked by his landlord. He decided to take revenge on him. One day, he set his landlord's house on fire. Then he drank his rare drug and put off his clothes. He started putting off his clothes one by one, thereby becoming invisible, transparent. His body became transparent. Now he could see everyone, but none could see him. That was a very strange situation. He was safe from being caught. But he was without clothes and it was very cold. In London, it was the month of January going on, and that is a very chilly month, in fact. So, because he could not wear any clothes in order to remain invisible, so he was feeling very cold. So, Griffin passed the night in a London store. He happened to enter into a multi utility store. He stole goods and money from the store. Then he went to a village called Iping. He stayed at an inn. He rented a room over there and he started living in that remote village. He stole money from clergyman's desk. Clergyman, you can say, a kind of clerk in church. So he stole some money from his house also. A policeman named Jeffers was called. A strange fight took place. Griffin took off his bandages because, in order to remain visible, when he was once he had become invisible, he could not find out the cure how to become visible again. So what he had to do, if he wanted to become visible, he had to wear clothes on, and because the face could not be visible, so he had to cover the face with many bandages. So he took off his bandages, glasses, and his hat. Now he looked helpless. People were horrified, and Griffin hit the policeman and he got free and ran away. So, this is in a nutshell the summary of the chapter. Now, we'll start with the reading of this chapter, explanation. The first paragraph of the chapter goes like this: The two boys stared in surprise at the fresh, muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. So, the chapter opens like this: that two boys in a suburban area of London, they were surprised to see that there were some muddy footprints on the stairs of in front of the house, but no man was visible. And in that month of January, they were surprised how and why somebody would be bare feet, first of all, and secondly, why would a person set foot in mud and then would leave muddy footprints? What was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London? And where was the man? As they kept on looking in the direction where those footsteps were going, a remarkable sight met their eyes. They were quite surprised to see something. A fresh footmark appeared from nowhere. Still, a fresh footmark came into being, and they were surprised to see that. Further, footprints followed one after another, descending the steps and progressing down the street. The boys followed, fascinated, until the muddy impressions became fainter and fainter. So the boys, they felt fascinated, means they felt attracted to this strange happening, and they decided to follow where those muddy footprints were going. And at last, till when those muddy footprints, when those muddy impressions, they became fainter, lighter, and finally disappeared. They could not see the person anymore now. They could not, actually they were not able to see the person earlier too, and now they were not able to see another fresh footmarks. So the explanation of the mystery was really simple enough. The bewildered means surprised, boys had been following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent, and his name was Griffin. Griffin, the scientist, had carried out an experiment after experiment to prove that the human body could become invisible. So, this is how the boys could have been surprised. They were following the muddy footprints, but they were not able to see who actually was the person who was leaving these footmarks behind. And just an animated picture of how Griffin, the scientist, who would have discovered this drug. Finally, after discovering the drug that could make a person become invisible, he swallowed certain rare drugs and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass. Through it also, it should be actually though here, though it also remained as solid as glass. Though he had become invisible, his body had become transparent, yet if clothes were put on it or it was covered with something, the person would be visible. Brilliant scientist though Griffin undoubtedly was a very brilliant scientist, because discovering such a kind of medicine which could make a person disappear invisible That was something beyond everybody's imagination, but Griffin had done so. But he was a lawless person. Lawless person means he never followed the laws. His landlord disliked him and tried to eject him. His landlord always wanted him to vacate his house, but Griffin was not listening to him. So one day, in order to seek revenge from his landlord, Griffin set fire to the house where he was living. He set his landlord's house to fire. And because he did not want to be seen and he did not want to be caught, so to get away without being seen, he had to remove his clothes. Thus, it was that he became a homeless wanderer. Now, because the place where he was living, he had already set that place at fire, and moreover, he was without any clothes, so he was just like a homeless wanderer who had to wander here and there in search of a shelter. And aggravating the situation more, he had no clothes on, he had no money, and he was invisible. Until he happened to step in some mud and left footprints as he walked. So, here underneath, there are certain word and meanings. This is how you can see Griffin would have run away. He is removing his clothes one by one. First of all, his hat became invisible, and as soon as he would keep removing his clothes, he would become further more invisible to the people. This is the end of our first part. In the second part, we will continue with our explanation. Thank you.